Hello everyone, it's Holly. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I do a lot of cooking, travel, homeschooling, and motherhood videos. In today's video, I wanted to talk about Christmas books and children's Christmas books. We are a family that loves to read. We are a family that is always getting more books when we can. We go to the library as often as possible, check out tons of books. I am so thankful my kids have such a passion for reading, books in general. And since it is the holiday season, today I wanted to share with you all my favorite Christmas books. We have so many Christmas books. My kids look forward to when we pull out all the Christmas decorations because they know we're going to pull out all of the Christmas books. Just over the many years, I have accumulated a lot of Christmas books for kids. Either I found books that I just really love the illustrations in, or maybe I found a great sale after Christmas and stocked up. Because my kids love reading so much, love books, I figured why not have a great collection at Christmas time. It's hard to narrow it down. We certainly have a lot of them, but I wanted to share with you my top favorite Christmas books we own. I'm going to show you our big bin of books, and I don't know, maybe you have more Christmas books than we do. So you might think we don't have a lot, but I think we have quite a lot, especially when it is books for just one particular holiday. So let's get into it right now as I share with you my favorite Christmas books for kids. Here is our bin of Christmas books. You can see just how packed this is with so many colorful Christmas books. But which ones are my favorites? My first one is the classic, The Night Before Christmas. And this particular Night Before Christmas book, I really love because of the illustrations inside. I have seen a variety of editions they have of The Night Before Christmas. We actually own another one as well, but this one, the illustrations are so beautiful. They really just bring you back in time. Let me go ahead and show you right now what this book looks like inside. You can see that it has such an old Christmas feeling to it, very early 1900s. I just thought the illustrator really captured a very classic looking Christmas, maybe even when this story was written. I don't really know the history of this story, but this is what I pictured when I would hear the story The Night Before Christmas. It is the Night Before Christmas poem all throughout this book that you would find in any other Night Before Christmas book, but with these beautiful pictures. I love how this book has some pop-out pages too, where you can get much bigger scene and just seeing these great captions of Santa, his reindeer, and just what it looked like on that cold wintry night. The funny thing is, I had picked up this copy at a thrift store. Years ago when my kids were little, I was so excited because it was in mint condition and I paid probably a couple dollars for it. So definitely I felt I got a great bargain when I originally bought it. If you do not own a copy of The Night Before Christmas, definitely I think it should be in your kids' collection of Christmas books, and I highly recommend this particular one because of the great illustrations it has all throughout the book. Next is The Legend of St. Nicholas, and this book is a book that is not only fun but has a message in it. It's a story of Christmas giving. There's a lot of great legends about Santa Claus and where he came from, but this one I just particularly enjoy. Again, I love the illustrations in this book. So full of color and really engaging when kids are hearing this story. I know my kids definitely will be more into a book when it has bright colored pictures in it. This was a book, again, I had picked up at a thrift store. It was just a book I bought on a whim and have been very happy with over the years as a book we enjoy reading at Christmas time. Next is the book Christopher Poppingkins. Christopher Poppingkins is very similar to the Elf on the Shelf tradition. This was a Christmas present that my mom gave to my oldest when she was just a baby. It was her first Christmas, and my mom thought for years to come maybe we could do this tradition. The book came with this little plush toy that, of course, we just call Christopher. And again, it is the same idea as Elf on the Shelf. You hide the elf, and every day maybe the kids try and find it. The elf is supposed to be Santa's helper, keeping an eye out for good and bad behavior to report back to Santa. I gotta be honest, we do not do the hiding of the elf and everything just because we didn't really get into doing it every year, but it doesn't mean we don't love the story. A story is very fun. Here's what the book looks like inside. Has instructions and then just the story of how this elf wanted to help out Santa by keeping an eye out for all the boys and girls in the world. Again, I love the pictures in it. I love the illustrations that are just so full of colors, and even the way it was written in here, the font. It's just a fun book that we enjoy pulling out every year, as well as the little plush toy. While there are a lot of fun Christmas stories that are full of magic and imagination, nothing is going to top the true Christmas story. And I think it is important in anyone's Christmas book collections for their kids is to have the Christmas story. That is the story of Jesus coming to this world. That is the true meaning of Christmas, and of course it is important for us to teach that to our kids. This book is an older book. I got this book when I was younger, and it is just one of these books that I have kept and passed down to my kids. And I try to take really good care of it because I want it to last for a long time. But you can see just how beautiful the pictures are inside. Definitely there are a lot of great versions of this story out there, but this is just the one that I really like, and it is in my collection of favorite Christmas children's books. Next on my list is the 12 Days of Christmas in Colorado. Now this particular book I know will have them for other states. We actually own a Christmas in Arizona one that my mom, who lives in Arizona, gave to my kids one year. But we are a Colorado family. My husband and I met here, we got married here, and we had all 4 of our kids in Colorado. We still live in Colorado. So we are definitely Colorado family, and that is why this book means a lot to me, because we have spent almost every Christmas here and my kids just know Colorado. So the story in this book is about a cousin in Colorado writing to their cousin and just talking about all the great things there are to do in Colorado, especially around Christmas time. So it is just a book I look forward to pulling out every year, and my kids, again, they're very familiar with it, and that is sometimes why we like a book, is because it is very familiar. As well as Christmas books, I love Christmas songs, Christmas music. And this book, that of course is one of those musical books, has been so fun for us to have around at Christmas time because the kids can play the music and sing along these traditional Christmas songs. It is a book that all my kids enjoy. Let me show you right now what the music sounds like. I bought this book when my youngest was an infant. I thought we would outgrow it once she was a couple years old, but honestly, all my kids enjoy this. Yes, even my 11-year-old still enjoys this musical book. Then there are a couple books I really love because of the sweet prayers and poetry that they offer. This one, God Bless Our Christmas, has these sweet little rhyming stories in them. Again, the illustrations, super cute. A lot of cold weather animals, all talking about their different Christmas traditions. But when it all comes down to it, it shares the true meaning of Christmas, and that is Jesus coming to the world. I just love how they have this message in this children's book. Also, A Very Merry Christmas Prayer has a great message in it, and that is thankfulness. Just like the other book, it has these poems in them, and they really focus on thanking God during this time of year, just having a heart of thankfulness. Just because we've come out of Thanksgiving does not mean we stop teaching our kids to be thankful. No, Christmas is a perfect time to teach our kids to be thankful for all the many blessings that He has given us. So I definitely love the message, love the illustrations as well in this book. This board book right here is actually one of the first books that I bought for my kids. Back when my oldest was just an infant, I knew we wanted to have a lot of Christmas books in general, but I bought mostly board books because I was afraid of toddlers ripping pages out of them. But just because we are out of those baby and toddler days does not mean we stop enjoying board books. What is Christmas talks about all the great traditions that there are at Christmas time, but in the end, even though these traditions are fun, Christmas is all about Jesus being born and coming into the world. Again, I love the message in this sweet little book. And then there is this board book, Goodnight Christmas Tree. There are a lot of goodnight books out there. When I came across this one, I thought this would be a fun one for our collection because we love Christmas trees. We enjoy putting up our Christmas tree every year, and we enjoy going and seeing other trees decorated all over the area. So this was just a fun book that talked about Christmas trees. And again, it's a board book. It's a book that you can start getting if you're just starting your family, you have a baby, you're expecting a baby. I definitely think these board books can last a lot longer past the baby years because, like I said, my kids still enjoy them even though they don't need board books anymore. Well, that is my collection of my favorite children's Christmas books. Obviously, you saw in the bin there, we have a lot of them, but I wanted to narrow it down to my absolute favorite ones. I do hope that this video was helpful and it might have given you some ideas of books to start in your collection or add to your collection. Or you're looking for some ideas for Christmas presents. These are always great Christmas presents because they can get them at Christmas time and then enjoy them every year after that. I will try and provide links to all these books in the description box below. What is your favorite children's Christmas book? If you have a favorite or a couple favorites, please share in the comments below. I would love to perhaps learn about some new books that I might never have even heard of. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Thank you again for watching, and may you have a wonderful holiday season.